Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live with SF1 GP2. This is the Japanese Grand Prix. I believe it is already round 4. These guys, top 10, looking pretty solid. Sorry, I did not catch Q3. I caught a little bit of Q2, and it was raining, and it is raining again. So we're gonna see how these guys get on in the rain. A couple names up there that look pretty promising in the rain. You'll have to, excuse me, I just got home in the blink of an eye to catch this so these guys could have it for the watch. We're going to jump through. It looks like Phantom, the new McLaren driver, is the first down the track, so we're going to follow him and see how he gets on his out lap. Hopefully there are no incidences that I've missed. I hope so. I do know that I've seen Mongdog hasn't made it to the top 10. I saw he wasn't in Q2 either, so I wonder if it was a driver missing the lobby or whatnot. But we're gonna dive in. Let's see how Mongdog gets through. See if I can switch the cameras. Thank you so much, Codemasters. Hold on, I gotta get a drink of water. Alright, so we're gonna get through this. I'll give you guys a little bit of a table update for this championship in just a moment. Actually, I'll get that now. That way we have it ready to go right before all these guys start setting off on their qualifying laps. I'm gonna go jump through. Get this quickly. And I'm looking pretty comfortable in the wet weather. Here we go. I'm gonna bring this up now so I have it. There we go. So, running down the order before Phantom runs through his qualifying lap. Right now in the championship lead, we do have Mongdog with 100 points leading the championship, followed by Captain Rufio, as you see right here, sitting in the pits. He is on 61 points. SF1 Hamilton. She's redubbed her name. She was Purple Haze. She is now SF1 Hamilton. She is in third with 60 points. Neglects down in fourth in 56 points. Lucky 13 missed last week's race, but it's still solid fifth right now in 50 points. F1 Tom is right there with 49 points, stuck in 6th. Aruzia, I don't see him on the grid just yet, but he is in 7th. Cardinal in 8th. IS Soap in 9th. Senna rounds out your top 10 right now in the championship. But Phantom going up the S's. Let me get through and make sure I have all this set. Looking pretty comfortable through there. Sorry, I'm kind of multitasking here for a second. Trying to do this as quick as possible. Yep. Just gonna make one quick post and then we'll be on our way. Lucky 13 has left the session, so hopefully we can get him back in. I'm just gonna post this quick. Post it. All right, it's up. Let's see what kind of lap Phantom can get in. As soon as we get a few of these laps stuck in, I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Lucky back in. I'll go this quick. So Phantom sits at 145.5, followed by F1 Tom sits at 44.3. So Tom's definitely on the pace here. Oh, geez, I gotta log in. All right, another second if you don't. I'm kind of like stuck in a rush here. Okay, I'm gonna need this nice thing. Okay, so Hamilton right now on her lap. Let's get back over here. Make sure the stream is all set up. It is. And that's wrong, but never mind. We're gonna jump through here. All right. We are now. Soul has left the session. I don't know who that's put him onto. Let's see. Lucky's out there. Looks like Neglects is on an outlap right now. F1 Tom set at 44.3. ISO set at 44.9. Raph, solid showing right now at 45.2. Phantom 45.5. Cardinal, the other Alpha teammate, 45.6. So these guys are relatively close in pace. I mean, the rain is coming down. A couple guys have gone out in the wets. A couple have braved it on the intermediates. So that's basically going to give a lot of these drivers freedom of choice when it comes to the tire selection during the race. These guys, since they didn't have to qualify on any of the dry set during qualifying too, they're definitely going to have any type of choice they want when it comes time to select their strategy for the race. As we're riding here, Rufio goes quick as 44.1 on the set of intermediates. Not a bad lap in the rain. This track is pretty difficult when it comes to controlling the cars. We see Raph looks like he might have got it. No, he's going to head into the pits. Well, Raph is he's going to dive it into the pits, I think. That is quite an escape line. I've never taken that one. Nice one, Raph. Let's see. So, looks like Hayes, or I got to get used to the new dub of SF1 Hamilton. She's going to dive into the pits. Let's run through. Lucky looks like he's on outlap. Let's ride with Neglects, shall we? He is on a flyer right now. The only car I believe to be on a flyer. So let's see what kind of time Neglects can actually get himself stuck into this evening for this race. Looks like he does have Lucky behind him, but I don't think that's going to impede anything. As I take a drink, I apologize. Let's see what time Neglects can get himself stuck into. Looking a little tail happy through that corner. I still have to say I do like his helmet. It matches his car. Very spot on. And Neglects is going to round this corner here. The fast, famous one that Alonso overtook somebody. I can't remember. Neglects easy on the brakes. You don't want to slide through that corner. I can't take over my car. You might be able to. So Neglects gets himself in the fifth with a 44.9, leaving out Hamilton's only one yet to set a lap, and Lucky is now, he pulled it in the pits as well. So Phantom is on an out lap. Neglects is looking possibly to push for another lap. Let's see who else we run through. Tom is on an out lap. Neglects, I don't know if he's going to have enough fuel to get another lap in, so he might have to pull it into the pits after this. Still riding in medium ERS, though. I don't know. He's going up the hill. If he chucks it down, he's definitely on a in lap. And if he chucks it up, he's definitely on a hot lap. We will see. Looks like, who is that? That's Hayes on an out lap following Neglects here. Neglects really pushing the car. I can't tell if he's on an out lap or not an out lap, a hot lap or not. Let's ride with him and see if he's really pushing. Easy around that corner. No, he's on an in lap. He's going to let Hayes through. No, not Hayes. SF1 Hamilton. Have to get used to saying that. So let's ride with Hamilton. Let's see what time she can put in here. She's gearing up to start her flyer. Just finishing up her outlap now. Let's ride through. Last bit chicane there. Pretty tough to get right in the rain. Even tough to get right in the drive. She's going to cross the line and start her flyer. sector flags. Okay, that's nothing to worry about. Looks like Raph is on the inside there waiting up. Neglex is retired from the session, so Neglex doesn't think that he's gonna. Oh no, he's gonna run out of time. Actually, he's not gonna have enough time to get back out. So a solid P5 currently for Neglex. Let's see if the time stays there. Everybody is now on the intermediate compound, so I wonder. Everybody is on a hot lap now. Phantom's on a hot lap. He's actually further down the road than Hamilton is, so we'll stay with Phantom here. Let's see what kind of time he can get himself into. Then we'll jump back to Hamilton, see what time she posts in, because I don't think she's going to have enough time. F1 Tom goes quicker now, 43.6. So F1 Tom looking to grab his first provisional pole this season in GP2. So that'll be very interesting to keep an eye out on, see if he can grab that. Phantom rounds that corner down the long straight here. Really gear up the car. Let's see if he touches 8. He does. Almost 196 miles, 194 miles per hour. Down the last, coming up to the chicane, ease in the brakes, don't want to lock it, get your car out of shape. It's going to cross the line with about, it's looking pretty quick. 42 right now, 43, 44, 42, so he gets himself second, 43.8. Let's see what time Hamilton can put in following her lap. It's going to be really quick. Goes provisional pole, 42.6. So let's see what time Lucky can get in. Looks like the time has, oh, he's just going up the S's. So Senna goes 45 flat, gets himself there. Where is Raph? Raph is coming up to the back section of the track. Let's see, Rufio just started his lap. Phantom has another go if he wants. Tom definitely has another go. I think he's going to pull it into the pits here. Looks like Hamilton's done with her lap as well. She's chucked the ERS off. I can't tell if Phantom's on another hot lap or not. Who might be next to cross the line? Cardinal finishes his qualifying 44.7. His car is just going around now, making the rounds, probably going to pull right back into the pits. Soap is right here. What time is he going to post? He's going to do a 44.5, gets himself P5, pushes Cardinal down. Raph gets P5, 44.3, pushes Soap and Cardinal, his teammate, down. Let's see, Senna is over. Let's see what time Luck can get it. He's coming to the last chicane right here. Easy to upset the car a lot on those curbs if you go in a little bit too hard on the throttle. Lucky's going to cross the line. He's going to go P2, 43 points flat actually. So that leaves Phantom to cross the line. He's going to stay P4 for the time being. Rufio's going to go P2. Push down Lucky with a 42.9. So Hamilton looking pretty pacey. 3/10 up on Captain Rufio. Lucky gets P3 with a 43 flat, excuse me. Tom 43.6, P4. Phantom P5, Raph P6, Soap P7, Cardinal P8. Neglex retires a little early, gets himself stuck in the P9. So the two Williams right there, Neglex and Senna, P9 and P10. And that will do it for qualifying Q3. That is the remaining order. The top 10 are all settled, and it's going to be, race time here soon. As soon as Hamilton's car pulls in, that is it. Nobody cares about the XP. We're going to jump in like I ran down earlier. Hamilton grabs the pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix, followed by Rufio. Lucky P3. P4 goes to Tom. 5 Phantom, our brand new driver in the clan. Raph, the Alpha driver, P6. P7 ISO, P8 Cardinal, P9 and P10 go to the Williams drivers, Neglex and Senna. So I'm gonna just take a look to see if any of these guys might need to do a lobby restart. We'll find out. Tom has a nosebleed. Please don't start up. See it now. Lets me join the car. Should be good. All right. Doesn't look, maybe we'll get through this without a lobby restart like we did GP1 last week. That was really nice. Really, really nice. Looks like everybody is here. We do have a 20-car lobby. I will say that, so it's going to be very interesting. A lot of the quick drivers, like Dog, didn't even make it to Q2, so I'm going to be interested to watch what he does in this race. He's going to have to make his way through the field, so maybe starting from the back. Given the severity of these turns, it might be best if he does start in the back, but these guys are going to have a complimentary 5-minute break. Let's see if these guys are all good. Yeah. All right. So these guys are all in the lobby. Let's see what they got. Exia, what is going on? Third dinner. What is going on? Both Alphas in Q3. Raffle gets driver of the day. Raph does have your Alfa Romeo from last season, Exia, if you remember. So that might have helped him a little bit. I know Stu was helping with Raph's setup last night. I think those guys dialed in something that worked well for Raph. I apologize. I was supposed to be there, but I could not make it. But nevertheless, we are here for the race. I made it for this just in the nick of time. But 5-minute complimentary break. I'm just kind of running through the rounds here. Appreciate you guys already throwing the comments in the comments section. Phantom P5 not bad for a dry setup. It's I just noticed something. These guys have a dry race, so hopefully it's dry all the way throughout. These guys don't have to tangle with the rain. The rain at Japan is actually quite difficult, especially if you're a car following a pack of other cars. It's hard to see. I've seen drivers who use the cockpit view, and it's pretty difficult. I used to use it, and I had to back away from it because I was trying to go learn a little bit of a different racecraft. Hasn't gone well so far, but that's hearsay. But these guys are going to load in. Should be going. What time is it? 31. So probably about 33ish, 34ish. They should be ready to go. Untamed Racer had to show up for this one. Pure Ref, all good stuff, Chief. Did my solo practice. I've been doing a lot of practice on my own as well, Wrath, and like I said, it's going. It's going. That's about it. The best I can say. But I mean, predictions. We did see SF1 Hamilton grab provisional pole. She has yet to pick up a win this season. I'm not sure. She's too far away from grabbing her first win this season. It might be today. It all depends on what kind of start she can get. She does have, I believe it's Lucky right there as well. F1 Tom is right up there, yet to grab a win this season as well. And with Dog being down the grid, it's going to be interesting. Any one of those drivers up top are going to want to capitalize on getting the gap as quick as possible and pulling away from the toe. Full lobby with no reserves, it's a miracle. Yeah, I mean, these guys are scheduled to race, and so, I mean, seeing this, it should become quite common, bearing none of these guys, get upset with any sort of matter in this season. We're going to try to keep it as best as we can. But the lobby being full tonight is amazing. So I'm just going to throw a shout out to all the drivers. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for, getting stuck in there, showing up to the Japanese Grand Prix. I know a lot of people don't really like this track as much, but I happen to like this track. You guys knock in the comments in, so I'm going to have to read through P2. Woohoo. No, it was Rufio who got P2. My apologies, Rufio. You don't have to thank me for streaming. It's my job. It's a miracle. My turn for podium, please. Raph, let's get it, man. There's no reason to keep your head. Just keep going. You're up there. Maybe it's possible today. But let's see what these guys do. We're already at 33, so I'm going to look to see if it's going to be Soul, Senna, one of those two to probably ready up the lobby. Or even Goomba. Those three, actually. Probably within another minute we go. Just looking for some points. How about McLaren? You're too kind, Phantom. We know you want to bag a win. Apologies, I'm get a quick drink because I know this one's going to be action-packed. I'm going to be talking quite a lot. As you guys can notice, I am by myself tonight, so you guys get to hear my lovely voice for the next 45 or so minutes, trying to keep up with all what's going on action-wise. We'll see how it gets along. If I miss anything, my apologies in advance. Sorry, I was just about to sneeze. Didn't want to. Anybody readying up? Not yet. Want to make sure I get this so I can hear myself talk. There we go. Nice, congrats, bro. For now, yes. I'm talking over myself while reading the comments. Just about ready to go. Let's see. 43. Should be readying up any moment now. I don't want to lose. Yeah, you don't want to lose that front wong, man. Come on. It's important, especially in Japan. Shout out to Stig for that one. If you're watching, Stig. Let's see. Anybody ready up yet? No. I think they're waiting on one of the drivers. One of the drivers, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Looks like we're about ready to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's gearing up to go. Soul ready's up. Everybody else is starting to ready up. Thank you so much for actually allowing people to have the 5-minute complimentary break or as well. So that really helps. Allows people to pick up their setups. Nobody's gonna get rushed into it. What kind of? Exie, it is it's an ongoing joke in the Alpha team. Started by Stig, so it's pretty hilarious. There we go. What a beauty. 20 cars on the lobby. Everybody's going to pull away for their formation lap. And this is going to be quite intense. Let's look through some of these guys. Let's see what kind of pace Hamilton's going to put on the following pack for the formation lap. Sorry, my nose is running like crazy. I actually sneezed a little bit beforehand, and now it's like, because I have my animals around me and they sometimes give me allergies. But I digress. Let's get back into this. And that's a beautiful, beautiful shot of those pixelated trees. Thank you, Codemasters. Let's run through. Everybody's on their way out. Interesting to see. Monk Dog, is he there? He is there. Okay, so he's starting P20. And he's really back behind the following pack, almost 9 seconds. That's going to be interesting. I don't know. He needs to kind of pick the pace up. Hopefully he does. I don't want all the guys in the front to be upset with him, you know, making them wait longer than they have to on the set of tires that they are, because the tires will get cold. So the best thing Hamilton can do right now is slow it down. And she is listening, because Monk Dog's just going through the hairpin up the hill. So yeah, really warm your tires up and take your time. Captain Rufio must have gotten onto the naughty step, or he didn't get away, because that's why I keep seeing these pixelated trees. Where is Monk Dog? Monk Dog is now just going on the back stretch. Okay, Ruzio's right there. Alright, I wonder what happened to Ruzio. He was right up there with championship as well. I don't know. Maybe he just had a bad, I think qualifying or Q1 was wet as well. I did miss Q1, so I don't know. I'll have to confirm with one of the drivers afterwards. In the podium interviews, let's see. So Hamilton is going to pull up to the line. Rufio, I think, is already there. Yeah, unfortunate for Rufio. Lucky right there. Tom right there. Phantom, let's jump to the back. Oh, come on. All right, Mong Dog is pulling up to the grid now, guys. We're about ready to go. Live racing at the Japanese Grand Prix. Give me a better view than this, Codemasters. Come on. There we go. Waiting for those 5 red lights to go out. And we are away at the Japanese Grand Prix. F1 Tom gets a really good start. Hayes gets a good start. Looks like Lucky's going to follow him into turn 1. Are they going to keep it clean? Easy on there. Mind those wings. Mind your space. Looks like everybody's going to get through turn 1 in a clean state. That is really good to see. Proper racing. Wonder what happened to Mong Dog. Whoa, Tom goes really wide into the gravel, unfortunately. I don't know if there's contact, but he's going to have to be very careful when he gets back onto the track and wants to join safely. Look at the battle between these two, the Racing Point and the Toro. That is crazy. This guy's keeping it clean as well. I think this is Aruzia right there. Has Juxter right behind. I think Tom got out of that without any wing damage as well, so he's just going to have to warm his tires back up. I wonder what's going on with Mong Dog. I'm not quite sure here. Here's Hamilton still leading the race. Lucky 13 is right there. Captain Rufio in 3rd. Followed by, I think that is either Rath or that's Cardinal. That is Rath, I can tell by the helmet. So Rath up to P4. Followed by Phantom right there in P5. A couple guys take that wide line through there. As we come across, everybody looking pretty clean so far. So we're gonna pop that right on yellow flag sector 3. Hamilton sets the quickest lap of the race currently. Let's run through here, get this delta up for you. Be interesting to see what these guys won on tire wise. So Hamilton went on softs. Lucky's on, or actually Hamilton went on mediums, my apologies. Lucky is on soft, so his tires are gonna go off. I'm not quite sure of the pit strategy here, how long these tires last. I haven't done much practice at the Japanese Grand Prix. So it looks like Senna has lost out at some point, down to P20. Mong Dog is up there in P19. Seoul is in P17. Looking to bag points. Points do get scored from 1st the whole way to 20. Mong Dog is retired from the race. What happened? I am not quite sure what happened. Let's ride with Senna here. I wonder if he got tangled up with Seoul. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Looking at the Delta, Lucky's right on the gearbox of Hamilton. 3/10 is getting closer. Let's ride with it. I don't see anybody's car. I wonder if it's disappeared by now. Yeah, it's gone. So, unfortunately, I did not catch what happened there, but Lucky really reeling in, Hamilton, I almost said it again. Let's see. It is now the lap. Hamilton sets the quickest lap of the race so far. Sector 2 yellows, not sure what that's for. Cardinal. Actually, this delta needs to be close. There we go, interval. I don't know how that switched. Lucky is going to go up the S. He's trying to follow. Rufio's right there. Let's look at the gap now with Soap, and Phantom. Soap looks really punchy on this set. Going up the hill. Let's see, Raph is on a set of mediums, Soap on a set of softs. Phantom on a set of mediums. Soap is definitely going to have the initial pace here. I wonder what happened to Sheer Garden. Sector 1 yellow, I'm not sure what happened. There's yellow flags wrapping everywhere. So right on the back of Phantom. Phantom is trying to bring the toe back down to Raph. Raph is now 2.7 seconds behind Rufio. Let's see if he can pull in the gap. Lucky is definitely going to have to pit eventually. It looks like Hamilton is squeezing the tail away from Lucky. A lot of these guys riding pretty close. Let's see, that's the closest delta we have. Is definitely Soap on Phantom. Is Soap going to go for an inside look? No, it's going to stick behind. He's going to go for an inside look now. A little bit of a lag there. Hopefully it's just a twitch lag or a streamer lag. Hamilton's just getting quicker and quicker on the set of mediums. So, whoa! So gets a little loose out of that corner. Keeps hold of the car though. Gap now, it's almost 2/10. Sherbert loses out to Tom. Tom is starting to fight back. Tom, Soap ducks it behind. Just can't make it stick to get around Phantom. Phantom now 1 second behind. Raph 3.4 seconds. Rufio is losing out a little bit of time to Lucky. Lucky is trying to reel in Hamilton. My apologies. I promise, Hayes, at the end of this stream session, I will get that sorted by myself. It's unfortunate. There's Rufio. Looks like Phantom and Soap are starting to reel in Rufio. Where is Cardinal in this mix? He is right there on the back of Soap. Becker is right there as well. Becker having a solid race. Looks like Real Dino Guy is going to start working on Sherbert any given moment. Aruzio is right there as well, so we're going to have to keep aboard. Looks like Shergarden is starting to reel in Jugster. Jugster kind of down in the order. Not sure what happened between these two. Senna is now starting to come up the S's. Looks like Soul, unfortunate this season so far, has yet to finish a race, so I'm sure he's really going to try to bang in a lap here. Looks like Lucky sets the quickest time of the race. Following Hayes with DRS, he's going to be a little bit too far back to actually stick a move. Let's see where Raph is right there. Looks like Phantom is caught up to Raph, but Soap is right behind Phantom. So Phantom trying to get around Raph, but Soap was thinking about a move there, but thought better of it. Oh, this has brought Cardinal into the mix here too. Cardinal is on a set of softs, so the two Alpha pair have gone for a different tire strategy. So that's definitely going to help when it comes time to pit. Let's see, but I'm just wondering when these medium compound runners are going to start pulling the gap away. These guys riding a train now. Raph is pulling the gap, or not pulling the gap, he is pulling along these guys. Sector 1 yellow. Shergarden must have lost it somewhere. He's lost out the Jugster. I wonder what happened. I really wonder what happened to the two Williams guys. Drivers are down to P14 and P6 or P19 from starting P9 and P10. So let's see what Raph can do with the pressure behind these guys. Yeah, that's like 5 cars behind him looking to get around. Looks like Phantom is trying to pull the gap down. Soap is right behind Phantom. I believe Cardinal is a little bit further down. Lucky 5 seconds for the corner cutting. He must have really missed the chicane. Oh, he's lost out. I wonder where it's lost out. He's lost the chicane, I think. So Raph now is going to pull in on behind of Lucky. Lucky's going to have to think about pitting. He might have cooked his softs a little bit too much. Lucky's getting really out of shape there. I think his tires are well overheated. So Raph still doing good. Sorry, I'm tripping up on my words. These guys are keeping it really close. This is actually a pretty clean race so far. A little bit of lag. I don't know where that's coming from. Cardinal gets ahead of Soap here. Cardinal's looking quite punchy. I don't know if Soap lost out somewhere, but Soap is trying to pull the gap down. Becker is right there looking Coulthard. What a race he's having so far. He's up to P9. Had a little bit of trouble at the beginning of the season so far, but he's having a solid race. Ahead of his teammate Tom, who started quicker or further up on the grid. Tom is down to P14. Let's see, neglects. Ruzia is now working on Real Dino Guy. A little bit too far back to make a move. Let's see what Soap can do against Cardinal. Cardinal is now reeling in Phantom. Phantom's right behind Raph. Is Raph going to give him room? Raph's going to offer him the inside line. Best aerial view ever. Phantom's going to go in. Give it a bit of a squeeze. They touch a little bit, but able to keep a hold of it. Raph goes a little deep in there. Still able to hold the car. Definitely, I don't think there's any damage dealt with, so that is done. Raph is now going to have his teammate right behind him. I wonder if Raph's going to have allow Cardinal to go through. Cardinal's going to go to the inside. These guys are going to go side by side. This is when the team manager gets really nervous. And they get through just fine. Wrath is going to try to follow through. Let's see if Cardinal pulls him for a tow here. Let's see, Soap is right there. Sherbert gets up one. Wonder how Dino guy's going to spun off and into the wall. A little bit of contact, I think, left that happen. I'm not sure if there was contact enough to say. That's unfortunate for Dino guy, though. Juxter's right there as well. No, that's not what I want to see. That is unfortunate. Dino is pushed off again. And now he's going to have Soul coming his way. So Dino's going to have to be mindful of that as well. So unfortunate for Jugster is now without an end plate. And he has Shogun right behind him. Shogun's going to go to the inside here. Coulthard gets a 3-second time penalty. So these guys, unfortunately, in the back, these guys are all kind of battling with each other. Senna's on 5-lap old hards, 36 seconds behind Dino Guy. Dino Guy's probably going to pull into the pits. Yellow Sector 1. What happened here? Oh, Raph has Soap right behind him. I'm surprised. Soap is going to go for a move on Raph. Raph is going to give him a bit of a squeeze. Very well done for Raph to mind the gap and make the car as big as possible. Maruzia gets around Sherbert. It's a good solid move from Maruzia. These guys at the back are starting to get really punchy with each other. Jugster gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Jugster's diving into the pits, unfortunately, to fix that front wing. F1 Tom starting to pull the back, or into the back of neglects. Sherbert there trying to pull the gap down there. Maruzia to Soap is trying to get around. Let's see, Cardinal is pulling into the backup Phantom here. All the while, Rufio has gotten himself into P2. Lucky losing out in that one corner, still riding around P3. Let's see what type Cardinal can get himself in. Let's see if he can get a move done. Sector 1 yellows. I'm watching. It looks like Dino guys pulled it in the pits. I'm not sure if somebody lost out there. Cardinal right behind Phantom. Let's see what Cardinal can do here. A little bit too far back, but he is in that toe, so he's going to be able to mind his thing. Whoa, Rapid Soap going to go for it again. Soap backs out of it, makes Becker have to think about it. No, who was that? Cardinal is lost out. Unfortunately, oh no, be careful when you join Cardinal. Not sure what happened there. He has all of his wing intact though, so it's best if he was just a pit possibly and get himself stuck onto the set of hards. I'm not sure what happened there. So Raph, Soap gets by Raph. Phantom is right there. That squeezes a little bit of a gap now to Lucky is right up there. Let's see, these guys in the medium right here. These guys are fighting so hard. I'm trying to keep up with it. But let's see what Soap can do against Phantom. Phantom is right ahead of him. Soap is pulling the gap down. Phantom on a set of medium, so Phantom is going to be able to go a little bit longer on his stint. Maruzia, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings of corner cutting. Let's see if Raph can hang under the back of Soap. Soap is going to give him that toe. Raph is on a set of mediums as well, so two of these guys ahead of Raph are going to have to pit. Phantom being on the same pit strategy as Raph. Phantom right there. Soap is trying to pull the gap down the Phantom. I can't stand that view. Thank you, Codemasters. So Soap puts it right behind Phantom now, and Soap's going to try to put it past Phantom. He's going to use DRS. He's going to chuck it. Has he used it? No, he's just finally used it. Chucks it in the hot lap. He's going to be, I think it's just a little bit too far back to make a move. Soul picks a 3-second time penalty as well. Cardinals lost out. He's gone all the way back down to P13. He is right behind Neglects though, so let's jump back through and see what he can do against Neglects. He does have Neglects and Sherbert right there. Tom's a little bit further up the road. Let's look at this battle here with Tom for a bit. He is with Ruzia and his teammate, and Tom is quickly catching these two. We're going to stick with these two for a bit. I see Soap is right behind Phantom. And watch that delta. Tom is kind of backed a little bit off it. Sector 3 yellows. I'm not sure what that's for. Tom right there. Does have Sherbert making a charge. Let's see if Tom can get himself stuck into detail of Aruzia. Both are doing one heck of a job. He is in P8 now. Having a good race. Solid race. He was a bit down in the dumps earlier, but this is definitely going to help him charge on. So Ruzia's right there on Coulthard. Tom is starting to lose a little bit of ground. Hamilton sets the quickest time of the race so far. Ruzia's thinking about it. Doesn't make it stick. He's going to go. Looks like Coulthard's going to block the outside. And Ruzia's going to make an inside move. That was a great switchback move for Ruzia. Ruzia is up to P8 now. Coulthard is going to dive for the pits. His teammate's going to go through. And that's going to offer. Coulthard is speeding in the pit lane, so 5 seconds goes to him. Look at Senna and Neglects. Not Senna and Neglects. It's going to be Sherbert and Neglects. A little bit argy-bargy there. Cardinal's starting to reel these two in as well. So I'm interested to see if you guys in the comments know how long. Oh, looks like Neglects has gone out wide into the gravel. So that's going to offer Guma on the way through. Shergarden is just a little bit too far behind to make a move, but he's going to reel him in. Gap now at the top with Rufio, and Hamilton is 2.5 seconds. Lucky's starting to lose a little bit of ground. I believe that's down to the soft compound. Look at Soap on Phantom. These two are really going to go at it, I think. Let's ride with these two. And a quick get a drink. Sector 1 yellows. I had to get a drink of water. These guys are keeping it very intense. Soap right there with Phantom. I believe Soap has his car definitely dialed in for the turns, as Phantom's more on the straight line speed for this race. As you can see, Soap gets right behind him, but just is a little bit too far back to really make a move. And that's when the door opens for Phantom to make it, stick and keep it ahead. As Lucky sets the quickest time of the race, 32.9. Third Dinner Williams, guys, get your heads down, pluck away at this real race marathon, not a sprint. Exactly. Third Dinner, I could not say it any better. Soap right there. It looks like a couple of drivers have dove into the pits. Cardinal dives into the pits. Becker's dives into the pits. Becker is into the pits. Oh, he's on his way out of the pits. Cardinal's just gotten into the pit box. So it's going to be a soft to medium compound race for Cardinal. Let's see if he can bring those tires home and get himself further up the grid. Unfortunately, I did not see what happened. Rath having a solid, quiet race right now in P6. Soap is really starting to work on Phantom. He's still trying to pluck away at him. It still hasn't made any grounds as to getting around him. Locks those tires up a little bit, not doing any favor. Might overheat it. I mean, it's not too bad, but it does start wearing on your tires over the course of a few consecutive corners of locking the tires up. Deltas have spaced out. Soap, 3-second time penalty as we ride on board with him, so unfortunate for him. As we're riding, I can see the deltas now, and they're all kind of spaced out, so I can take a breath until I notice that SF1 Senna is with Soul, right behind Soul. We're going to ride with these two. Whew, this has been action-packed. Action-packed indeed. So lap 13 of 27, we're already that far through. Tom, 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. So the only time I can think you can get a 5-second penalty is for severe track, exceeding. And I believe that a lot of these guys are going to grab it on that final chicane. Pulling the car, too much speed in there, and then, really jamming on those brakes. People are missing the chicane. So unfortunate for that. Let's see, Neglects gets through because Soap dove for the pits. He's going to go into the medium compound. So it begs the question, When is this man going to pit? A lot of the guys on the soft compound have already pitted, and he is the only one left to do so. He is only 10 seconds ahead of Phantom. So where is Soap is going to be? Is it not? It's not stuck back on leader, is it? Okay. So while a couple of these guys make their pit stop, let's look at positions gained. Right now, Ruzia is up 13 positions, but I do know that he's going to have to pit again. Goomba is up 9 positions, so solid race for him. Juxer is up 2 positions. It is really good to see Juxer back in this race. Missed last weekend for some family. Sherbert is up 4 positions. Right now, our biggest loser is Senna, who's down 7 positions. Cardinal down 6 positions. So Lucky dives in the pits, as I was talking about. Look at Tom reeling in Ruzia. Let's see what he can do. Let's see positions gained. Back to tire compound. Tom is really starting to reel in. Raph goes up to P4. But Tom is riding right behind. Phantom gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Riding down, Senna still working on Soul. These two know each other quite well. Yellow sector 1 and 2 yellows. Shergarden. So the Racing Point team is not having a good race this weekend. They did pull down the gap to the Haas in the combined constructors, but today is not really going to go Racing Point way, unfortunately. So Haas is looking quite pretty right now at the top of that combined constructors. So I know those drivers are going to be very happy. Let's see, Neglects is still working on trying to reel that gap into Goomba. Goomba out there ahead of his brother. Still some bragging rights. But Neglects is really trying to push on, trying to reel in. They're going to have an ever fast approaching Soap coming up behind them here soon, though. So they're going to have to be mindful they don't battle too much and lose ground, because these two still have to pit. They will be on the soft set of compounds, though, so they'll have a lot of pace towards the end. But we're going to stick with these two. I see that Ruzia is really trying to pull in Raph. Interested to see what time that these two pull the gap down. It looks like Phantom's going to be the first to blink. He's going to dive for the pits on lap 15 and go for the set of soft. 5 seconds for Shergarden, speeding in the pit lane. So Neglect's right there. Neglect's 5 seconds for it. See, that's what I'm telling you. It's that final chicane. It's going to be really a heartbreaker in this race. Phantom's going to dive way down. He's on his way out. He's just on his way out. So Neglects is going to move up. Puma's going to move up. Let's see what's Soap. Tom is really starting to try to claw back some of that position. He was in P4. Ruzia is way up there now. Ruzia is having a great turnaround race. No incidences, quiet, getting the job done, getting around the cars, making the passes when he has to. Neglect's really behind Gooba now. As we ride through, give me 1 sec, I gotta take just a quick break. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. But here we're riding with Neglects. He's going to try to move for an inside look on Goomba. Let's ride with Goomba. Goomba's going to back out of it and go really wide. And that's going to allow Soap to pull it back here. Shergarden has left the session, so I've unfortunately missed. Shergarden has crashed out of this race, or he put it into the pits and retired the car. So that is both racing points out of this race. Phantom onto the hards. Ooh. Let's see what Phantom does on those hards. He's going to really have... yeah, actually, you're right, Goat. I wonder why he went onto the hards. That is definitely a weird strategy, unless he knows what he's doing. Unless it's a two-stop. Becker's right there. Becker's having a solid, quiet race as well. Tom is back in. He put on softs. Wondering when the top 4 are going to blink now. Look at these guys. Soap is right there. Goomba's right there. Becker gets around. Phantom. Oh no, Phantom has lost the car. It might be down to those cold tires, so Phantom's down to P11. Look at Becker right there behind Goomba and Soap. Looks like Hamilton has set into the pits. Let's see where Ruzia, no, she's on her way out. I think Ruzia is a little bit too far back to get around. Rufia has gone and taken the lead for this race so far. Nope, Ruzia is going to follow her suit and dive for the pits. Rap's going to follow for... Let's see what Lucky is he ghosting? No, he's there. I wonder if he was clipping something. Lucky sets the quickest lap of the race so far. He's going to get himself stuck back into, looks like P3. Rap is on his way out. Sherbert is in the pits. Oh, this is where all these guys are going to start changing positions and keeping it wild again. Let's see where everybody starts coming out. Phantom right there. Hasn't lost out too much, being that he did spin the car just a bit. He's still in P7, so that's a fault. That's still something you can go by. Raph right there on the set of soft, so he's going to have a lot of pace. Cardinal kind of having a little bit of a recovery race after grabbing a bit of the gravel when he went off track. Look at Jugster and Soap here. Soap, I think, is pulling. Yeah, he's coming out of the pits, so Jugster up to P14. Let's go back and look at Coulthard. Coulthard grabs a 3-second time penalty for his troubles, as I just went on a bit of commentator's curse. Unfortunate. No, that's Cardinal. Cardinal's pulling up the Coulthard. So let's see if Cardinal can get around Coulthard. I'm looking at the Delta as well. I see Raph is right there with Phantom. Raph is on a set of soft, so that should help him in the long run. Sector 1 yellows. I wonder what happened. Don't tell me if that's Soul again. It is Soul. He's lost the car up in that top bend there in the hill. Phantom, Raph and Phantom going after it. Looks like Phantom did the switchback. Gooma's got a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. Raph is going to have DRS here. Going to go for the inside look. Around the corners side by side. Woo, that was close. But Raph gets around Phantom. Phantom did well to hang onto the car and mind the gap between the two cars. Let's see how Cardinal's getting on with Coulthard. The Glex gets around. Looks like Sherbert touches the grass a bit. Goomba's on his way out of the pits. Looks like everybody else is pretty spaced through. Looks like Soap gets around Jugster. Solid move for Soap to get up there. Phantom is on the set of hard, so he will have a lot of traction towards the end. He'll be taking the softs and he'll be ahead of it. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. I wonder if it was a strategy call. I know sometimes, like I've had it in career mode, where you select a strategy and then you pull into the pits and it's the wrong tire they set you on. Soul gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. It's this game, GOAT. It's you know, it's amazing. So hopefully it was the game. Whoa, Phantom. I'm not sure what happened there as well, as Hamilton sets the quickest lap of the race. Let's actually look at the best laps so far so I can get it. So Hamilton set a 31 flat. The next quickest driver looks to be, I can't tell, looks to be Lucky on a 37.2. Could be wrong about that. Get away from that. So, I'm messing around with all the Delta here. So Raph right now working on Ruzia, and Tom is right there as well. Let's see what Raph can say against Ruzia. Ruzia does have a set of soft compounds in as well. Becker and Lucky are the two on the medium, so Raph is looking really punchy today. Senna gets a 5-second. Phantom has retired from the race. I wonder if he crashed out. It's unfortunate for Phantom, he did get a P4 last weekend in the Austria Grand Prix. So Ruzia is really having a lot of, I mean, he's going to have Tom and Raph right there. Let's see if Tom can get anything out of this race as well. Ruzia is trying to pull the gap a little bit away from Raph. As well as Sherbert right here. Sherbert is reeling in neglects. Juxu gets a 3-second time penalty. So these penalties are starting to come in quite a bit here. Cardinal is pulling in Coulthard, still unable to get around him. Tom is right there with Raph. Raph is right there with Ruzia. Is he going to think about it? He does better. Ruzia makes the car as wide as he can. Is Raph going to send it? No, Raph sticks right behind him. Raph is having one heck of a race here. He's looking really punchy. Unfortunate, Phantom. I don't know what happened. But man, you were up there. It was quite crazy. Oh, these guys don't think about going 3 wide. Tom's going to send it 3 wide. Whoa. Whoa. That was nuts. Tell me you guys just saw that. Ruzia gets a 3-second time penalty for that. You guys are absolutely insane. That was one heck of a move. And for all you guys to make it out of that clean, I'm baffled and a bit speechless now. But Tom's going to let Ruzia through. He might have gotten a legal pass for that. Raph is now working on Becker. Becker's up there. Real Dino guys getting a 3-second time penalty. Lap 20 of 27. There's 7 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Hamilton has had it pretty comfortably so far. Rufio doing solid in P2, currently 3.8 seconds behind Hamilton. Let's see what we can see as far as Delta. Sherbert right there with neglect still. Let's see if Sherbert can get himself around neglects. Now, see, I kind of like, showing the entire grid, just not the people in the front all the time. I've seen a couple streams where it's always just the front guys. No action towards back. Tom gets himself a 3-second time penalty, so that is going to hurt his race towards the end. Raph is now right there with Becker. Going to be a little too far back for a move though. Raph is looking really punchy on this set of softs. You see Tom right there, gets around Ruzia. Looks like Cardinal's gotten himself up there to P8 with Coulthard right there in P9. Sherbert, Goomba. A couple of the deltas in the back are a little spaced out. So I will have to say, Rufio is starting to lose a little bit of time to Hamilton up top. Let's jump through here. So the closest we have is Raph working on Becker as Coulthard gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's see what Raph can do on this back stretch. Really saving the ERS, using the tail. Be interesting to see what these guys have used via fuel load. I wonder if any of these guys have gone heavy or gone lighter. I haven't seen any fuel lights live, so I think a lot of these guys have probably chucked in a little bit extra just to get that tow and get the fuel mileage, or not the fuel mileage, the extra push with rich mix on the front stretch and that back stretch as well. Just put one wheel on the curb, T4 and the car just spun. Yeah, these curbs in this game are ruthless. Let's see, Raph puts it in overtake. He's going to go for a move on Becker. Is Becker going to have anything to say? Raph is going to go for the inside. He's going to meet him right at the corner. Whoa, don't know what happened there. Looks like he might have touched. Becker is off, but he does save the car beautifully and gets himself back on in P6. I don't know what happened there. I think there might have been a bit of a touch. But Becker does keep the car alive and still comes out in P6 just behind Tom. Tom is right there as well. So Johnny Sherbert still working on Neglects. Neglects is starting to pull the gap down to Coulthard. Coulthard is 2.6 seconds behind Cardinal. Ruzia, let's see if he can pull the gap down to Becker. ISO back down in P13. on the fresh set, but he does have a fresh set of Goomba and Soap or Sherbet right there, which we were riding with. Trying to make sure my brain doesn't fade out of here. So now F1 Tom is 0.5 seconds behind Raph. Get myself a nice little drink too. 23 laps out of 27. Tom's gonna go for an outside look. Raph thinks and brakes accordingly so he doesn't smash into it. Raph is gonna have DRS though, so Raph's gonna come back and fight. Let's see these two. Let's see if they can keep it as clean as possible. Looks like Raph is comfortable with just sitting behind Tom for this time around. Becker is right there as well. Rosia is right there. Cardinal is starting to reel them in just a bit, but I mean he's 4.7 seconds down. That is going to be quite difficult. Raph is right there. These two are just going at it. Another Soap is down here with Goomba as well. See if Soap can pull the gap down to Goomba. Oh, Sherbert right there with Coulthard as Neglect gets through. Let's see if Sherbert can follow suit and get around Coulthard. Entertaining race so far from these guys. A little bit touch go here. I don't think there's anything relatively too detrimental. I think a couple of the guys have lost out, have done so just on their own accord, no incidences of taking each other out. Have seen a couple of guys chip wings and end plates, but we will have to look into that after the race as Johnny Sherbert is following Coulthard. Let's see if he can make a move stick. He's right on his gearbox. He's wanting to be careful and mind the gap when that car in front brakes. You don't want to ruin your front wing. As you guys can tell, my voice is actually starting to go. Trying to keep up with it. Looks like Sherbert is going to tuck it in. He is on hot lap. Is he going to look for a look? Coulthard dives to the inside. Johnny Sherbert's going to send it in the inside. Gets a 3. No, that was Rufio. Oh, just a bit of a touch, but it looks like Coulthard hangs on to it. Let's see. Raph is right there. He's starting to lose a little bit of time to Tom. But that is your closest battle so far. Soap is starting to work on Goomba. He does have DRS. He's going to pull the gap down. Let's see how he gets along. Lap 24 of 27. Hamilton has a 4.2 second gap now to Rufio. Rufio did get himself a time penalty, so that is not going to help his case in this scenario. It's riding with Soap on Goomba, the Haas versus the Renault driver. This is going to be quite telling. Let's see if Soap can keep it clean enough to get around. Sol gets a 3-second time penalty. I believe that is his 3rd or 4th so far this race. Let's see, I can tell Soap is starting to get a bit impatient, but he's going to have to mind. And he's going to, oh, he got a little loose out of that corner. Looks like Goomba has gotten away just a bit, but Soap's going to reel him right back in. He is saving his battery. I've noticed he has ERS currently off. Raph is now starting to lose a little bit of time to Tom. Lap 25. 2 more laps left after this lap for SF1 Hamilton. She hasn't. Whoa! So almost ran into the back of Goomba's gearbox there, but quite quick to get on the brakes, lock them up a little bit. He's going to have ERS and DRS. He's going to go for a move. Let's ride on board with Soap. Goomba makes his cars wide and takes the inside line. Soap is going to go with the outside. Goomba, ooh, that was a bit touch and go. Soap did really well to hang onto the car and break the car accordingly so these two wouldn't collide into each other. So good, solid racing from Soap. Let's see the gap now. Sherbert's lost it. So Goomba is going to have to be careful. Coulthard goes through. Oh, unfortunate for Sherbert. I did catch that. It looks like Jugster is going to be on his way up too. Oh, man. So Real Dino Guy's got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. And Sherbert's lost it again. Tires are just overheated. What a spin to keep it out of the wall. So that promotes Juxter up to P13. I believe this is, what's the closest delta? Aruzia is right there with Becker. A little bit further back. Oh, Dino Guy's got a cross pit lane, white exit line. That is a first for the season I've seen, but that's unfortunate. Becker is having one solid race. I will have to say that. I will have to give my hats off to Becker. But so far, Aruzia is going to go around. This guy right here is definitely throwing in a towel for a driver of the day. Let's look at positions gained. Interval. Positions gained. Yeah. Aruzia has gotten up 13 positions this race and is looking to capitalize on this race. Let's see if he can pull the gap down the wrap. It is going to be quite close. Becker's still with Aruzia, though. He's not giving up. Whoa, Becker gets a little more coke. Oh, I'm getting tongue-tied. Cardinal gets around Becker for it. Let's see if Cardinal can battle here. Sector 1 yellow is moving for this Dino Guy. Sector 1 yellows again. It looks like Cardinal's really going to push, trying to keep on the back of... Oh, Becker's looking quite punchy as well. Soap gets a 3-second time penalty. What a beautiful aerial shot with only one lap to go as Hamilton crosses the line. This is going to be the final lap of this Grand Prix. Interesting to see where these two finish in this race. Actually, these three. Looks like Cardinal's going to go for the inside. Look around the inside. Goes around quite clean. Aruzia knew it was coming, so he backed out. And then Cardinal is now around, but that's going to leave him vulnerable to Aruzia because Aruzia is going to have DRS on him. And he's going to have a ton of ERS. Becker's right there as well. So this is probably going to be seeing Aruzia through. Cardinal takes for the inside line and hangs on to it. Aruzia was unable to get around him. Whoa, Becker's going to look for a look, but never mind. I'm going to have to come back where it is Hamilton right now on this lap. Okay, so it's not that far. Rath right there. Solid race from him. I'm going to have to give my hats off, though, before these guys finish and give my driver of the day to Aruzia. He is having one heck of a battle, keeping it clean, too, with these guys, fighting for all the positions he can. But nevertheless, here, Becker gets a 3-second time penalty. But here is SF1 Hamilton. She is going to grab her first win of the season. Crosses the line in P1. Rufio right there crosses the line. P2. Solid race for Captain Rufio. This guy right here, solid race for Lucky 13. Missed last week's race, but nevertheless, he is going to cross the line in P3 for a solid bag of points. Right there, does it. Gets himself unserved stop go. Tom had a bit of a collision at the beginning. Saw his car go off, but a solid recovery race for him. He's going to cross the line P4, bearing any penalties that don't come across that I've missed. But P4 for Tom. Raph is going to cross the line in P5. Solid race for Raph. No, he goes P4. Cardinal gets P6. Aruzia P7, Becker P8. Let's see where Coulthard lands himself. Here he comes, going to cross the line in P9, respectively. Goomba's going to cross the line P10. No, P9. Soap goes P10. Coulthard drops a P11. Juxter P12. Nicolex is going to cross the line here. You guys have got me. My voice is almost gone. Nicolex is going to cross the line P13. Senna P14. Unfortunate day for the Williams, but I'm sure they'll come back super strong. And Sherbert cross the line P15. Whew, my voice is starting to go. I'm going to get these driver interviews done. Yeah, Rap, solid race for you today, man. Congratulations. You and Cardinal had one heck of a race. And you both made me super nervous a lot of the time. Some of those moves you guys were doing. You're braver men than me. But here's the podium. SF1 Hamilton grabs her first win for this season so far. Round 4. I have to check to see what race it is next week while I'm here. Come on, load me in. So there you go. Hamilton P1, Captain Rufio P2, Lucky 13 P3, Wrath P4, F1 Tom P5, Cardinal P6, P7 Aruzia, 8 is Becker, 9 is Goomba. Soap comes across the line in P10, Cardinal, or no, Coulthard P11, Jugster 12, Neglects 13, Senna 14, and Sherbert finishes out the race in 15th. And unfortunately, we lose out Dino, we lose out Soul, we lose out Phantom, Shergarden, and Mung Dog. So a really tough race for the Racing Point team this weekend. So if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna jump in and get Hamilton. We're gonna get Rufio and Lucky into this party. Let me give 1 sec. Unfortunately, I have to get away, but I have to. So get him. Invite to party. Lucky. And let's get Hamilton. Okay. Just waiting on one more person. All right, you guys are all here. So I'm going to start this off. That was actually a pretty incredible race to watch. I'm just going to say most of you guys got through turn 1 cleanly, which was a great thing to see. But Lucky, I'm going to start with you. Pretty quiet race. Different tire strategy. You went from the softs to the mediums, but it did pay off. You did cross the line in P3. So solid bag of points for, unfortunately missing last week's. Getting yourself stuck right back in. So first off, congratulations. Talk us through your race.
Yeah. I don't really know. I can't remember most of it. Well, qualifying was unexpected. I didn't realise it'd be so fast in the wet. I did mess up my last quali lap, but oh well. The third was still way higher than I expected. So to start third and even finish third was mad. I tried the soft to medium. I thought that I'd have enough aggression to get past in the first lap or two, which I sort of had to do to make the strategy work for the win. But I couldn't quite get past without doing anything too silly, so I just stuck behind, and yeah, didn't really pay off. I got a 5-second penalty in the pits, and yeah, from then on it was just sort of a lonely drive. But no, it was a nice little battle at the beginning, and good race, more done to everyone else.
Now, congratulations again. We'll move on to our P2, Captain Rufio. Solid race for you. It was, again, kind of a bit of a quiet one, especially like towards the middle stint and after the pits. Yeah, just riding around P2, noticing you were trying to pull the gap down to Hamilton. But let's just talk us through your race. Give us the details.
Oh, have you invited Phantom in instead of Rufio?
Whoops, I might have. Let me go get.
I'm
Sorry,
here now.
It's been a day.
I'm here.
Nah, that's cool.
Okay. Did you hear my question, Rufio?
Yeah. To be fair, like you say, it was a lonely race. And Hayes, you've got some pace on this track. I could not catch you. I really couldn't catch you.
I'm not gonna. It's my weakest track. I had an awful league race on it last week. It was awful. So I don't know how or where the pace has come from. Yeah.
I started on a wet setup.
Free.
I started on a wet setup, and then I had to kind of tinker in my pit stop and drop my front wing a little bit because I totally forgot to change it.
I went to dry. I just kept with the dry.
But all in all, it was a good race. I caught you up a little bit, and then you'd pull away again. That's kind of what it was like all race. But P2, I'm happy with P2.
Now I hope that was a solid race from you, Rufio. Congratulations. Sorry I did not invite you. It's been a long day. I was trying to run through those. Usually
I'll let you off.
I have but congratulations. And the new dub name, I'm gonna warn you now. There was constantly a few times in the stream I called you Hayes instead of SF1 Hamilton, but I'm just used to calling you Purple Haze. So Hayes, run us through your race. It was quiet. It was quick, and you got the job done. Pole to convert it into a win.
Yeah, well, I wanted to practice because obviously, like I said, I had a really bad league race on Japan before. I finished P7. So I was really surprised I've got pole, and then I put a dry setup on, and from the start, I knew Lucky was going to be quick due to him being on the softs. So I just had to keep, going in high and then low. So, just saving the ERS. Had a little battle with him at the start, which I enjoyed. Wish we could have done more of that. But yeah, I just kept fuel saving, ERS saving. I went for a hot lap, get the fastest lap. I don't know if it got beat. But overall, it's just redemption
not
day for me
quite.
because I felt I could have got podium last weekend, and yeah, my internet lagged out. So I'm really pleased. One of my weakest tracks to get, win the race, and congratulations to these two as well.
Yeah, congratulations to all of you guys. Completely the whole podium. I'm kind of running over my words here again. But again,
Cool.
congratulations. We are back next Friday for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. You guys looking forward to that one?
Don't know.
No.
Yeah, that would be my
Can we
answer
just
too.
skip it?
Definitely not.
Please.
But
yeah.
hey, I hope you guys' luck
Yeah,
carries over
it's
to
in
next
Singapore
week.
instead.
Congratulations again. And we're going to close this stream out. We are back next week. Like I said, Abu Dhabi, same time, same channel. Thank you guys all for viewing, tuning in, all the comments. Really appreciate it. Kept me company during the race. Solid job from these guys on the race today. Until next week, we will see you soon. Later.